It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Bird etched his name in the record books, tossing a perfect game. He is among the AL leaders in wins. From the Angels, 6-3. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Chicago White Sox pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-5. The Bronx Bombers launched 3 home runs as they took down the knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pounded the Indians 7-1. The Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-2. David Dahl had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Rockies downed the Mets 8-4. The Chicago Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 1-0. The Cincinnati Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-0. David Phelps grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 2-1. The Phillies put up 16 hits on the day as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 16-7. And that's the show on this first day of September. It should be a fun day of watching all the newly minted major leaguers making their debuts. And don't forget to listen in tomorrow to see how they did.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. The calendar has turned to September and we're ready for baseball between the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Ace Curtis, the D.C. native, will be on the mound to start here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Striding into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Kansas City, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
The second baseman, Chase Bouchard.
To the plate now, Chase Bouchard, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. Still without a home run and 6 RBIs. The 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Now to the plate, Jorge Soler. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Right on the inside, black with the slider. Laid off but called to strike.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And it's quickly 0-2. Working on striking out the side in the first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Woodson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Eric Skoglund will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Phillips is right there, one down.
Batting second.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at time. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, the center fielder, Corey Woodson.
Now at the plate, Corey Woodson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Soler is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Hunter Dozier. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. From the stretch.
0-1's the count.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1 delivery. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. KC down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So digging in now, Darnell Mason. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Darnell Mason.
Pitch on the way. On a line, that's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping into the box, Cooper Ross. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's set, and the pitch. Drilled to the left side. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, a diving stop on to first, and they get them both.
Batting 7.
Just like they drew it up. A great dive and stop to get the double play started, and then a perfect flip from his belly. Add this one to the highlight reel.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. In there. No balls and a strike.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like. Single, gapper, homer. Just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
Popped high in the air. O'Hearn over to his right. And that retires the side. The A's strand 1. Will move to the third with no score. Striding forward now is the DH, Anderson Miller. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Knuckler, strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
Stepping in, Alex Gordon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Third inning, no score to this point. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, I get it. You want to be aggressive, but, man, these guys are swinging at everything.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch-out on that one.
Brett Phillips will bat next, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 11 home runs, 27 driven in. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Coming to the plate now, Matt Olson. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Matt Olson.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And Olson with a drive out to deep right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Home run number 39 on the season for him, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Into the box, Austin Allen.
The catcher,
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. So with 1 gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. High and deep to left center field. Phillips is going back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
In now, Christian Carter. as he grounds one briskly to short. Mondesi brings it in. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Corey Woodson.
Digging in to try it again, Corey Woodson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adalberto Mondesi. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
The 0-2 home.
Ball 1.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Now at the plate, Chase Bouchard comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. 2-0 now. Bouchard, a California native, actually, is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving towards first base. This is interesting.
And another foul ball. Now that's popped up. Olsen over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Royals, the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. KC down in order. They trail this one 1-0. bottom of the inning now, and
Leading
stepping
off,
up as the shortstop, Darnell Mason.
Darnell Mason.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Cooper Ross.
Cooper.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate now, Tony Kemp, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He popped out in his first trip. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now both runners are breaking. He pulls this one into right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. The tag from Perez. He's out at the plate. And he will make it in at third. He's got himself a one-out triple.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run. His second home run of the game, and the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in a conversation for some of the year-end awards.
So now to the plate, Austin Allen.
The catcher,
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out.
Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Gone! Back-to-back homers. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 25 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. We've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this? Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Jesse Hahn answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Christian Carter. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the rout is officially underway. It is 7-0.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Stepping in now, Corey Woodson has so weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Digging in once again, Darnell Mason. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fast. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
0-1 the count. Carter over at second. Woodson is over at first with 1 away. Drilled right back up the middle. Barehanded for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. We played 4 full. It's the A's 7 and the Royals nothing. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Dozier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hunter Dozier is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. And up steps Salvador Perez. First pitch on its way. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. No runs, no hits, one error so far for Kansas City. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
To the plate now, Ryan O'Hearn. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the A's.
Digging in now, Cooper Ross. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Now there's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now back.
Digging in, Tony Kemp. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Looking up is Soler. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Base hit into right center. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Austin Allen. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's the A's 8 and the Royals nothing. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Anderson Miller.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
No balls and a strike to count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Popped him up. Olson moving to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Alex Gordon.
So 1 away now for Alex Gordon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
So now to the plate, Brett Phillips. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Fouled off. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. Still 8-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up next will be Ramon Laureano.
The designated hitter, number 22.
First pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Into the box, Christian Carter.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
He's got it to second for one. On to first, and yet another double play. Their fourth of the night, and there are quickly two gone here.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Coming to the plate now, Corey Woodson, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Pitch on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Jorge Lopez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Darnell Mason lifted in the air toward the line and right.
Mason.
And foul. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop, Mondesi. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's the A's 9 and the Royals nothing. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
At the the plate now, Chase Bouchard, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Jorge Soler.
To the plate now, Jorge Soler. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's out. Nope, outside.
2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Standing in, Cooper Ross. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder, Cooper Ross.
Here comes the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Lopez, a 27-year-old, he was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You going up.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 31 for him on the season, as this lead got even wider.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Now
standing in now, Matt Chapman. Fly ball heading for the alley. Phillips is on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his 2nd base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Tony Kemp stands in as he looks at a called strike. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Comes set, and the 0-1. Line, but speared on a hop. And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Matt Olson will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Heath Philmeyer enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 49, Heath Philmeyer.
So now to the plate, Austin Allen.
Austin.
As he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 22.
So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano. First delivery to him on the way. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gordon going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
This right here is a difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Into the box, Christian Carter. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 8th inning coming up. The A's lead this one 12-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 1st out.
Now batting.
Now we'll look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers, and these home fans have been treated to a real gem as evidenced by that big oval-shaped number in the hit column on the right side of your screen. So coming to the plate, Salvador Perez. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. From the stretch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the 1st strike. And he fouls this one off. Going for strikeout number 15. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Striding in, Ryan O'Hearn. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Go on to Olsen, will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So he makes it through 8 with the perfecto still intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the A's 12 and the Royals nothing. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Corey Woodson. Here's the first pitch to him. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as a left-hander starts to throw. And now a pitch on the way. Left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In now, Darnell Mason. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, and would you believe it? The 5th double play they've hit into so far. Wow. 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Cooper Rush.
Next up for the A's, Cooper Ross. He's been scorching hot at the plate in this one. 4 hits, including a big fly thus far.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
The windup and the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. A's go quietly there, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Stepping in, Anderson Miller starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the pitch. This is, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The left fielder of the 4th, Alex Gordon.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
1 out, nobody on. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Into the box now, Brett Phillips. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
KC down to their final strike in this one. Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.